Hi, this is a demo video for a Zenith Allegro J587W stereo. This is a solid state stereo that includes a record changer, AM/FM stereo, and an 8-track tape player. So let me first show you around the bottom here. You can see here is the model number, serial number, and all that stuff. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is show you around the back, just to show you the connections. They're back there. There's your antenna connection. And here are your inputs and outputs. So if you wanted to, hook a CD player or something like that in, you could do it on these two. And then these two are outputs. So these I have running to an integrated amplifier. And then there are speaker connections here too. So this does have an amplifier built into it. So if you have these RCA type speaker connectors, you can hook these directly to the speakers, left and right. That's it. That's all that's back here. So this unit was made in 1977 or thereabouts, as far as I could find through research. And I'm going to start with showing you the radio part. So I'm just going to turn the unit on. So this is the on-off button here. Now, one thing you don't really see when you turn this on is there is light behind this display. So I'm going to just show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like when it's... So it's kind of a green in color. Okay, so turn the unit on, and our functions in the front here, we've got auxiliary tape, FM stereo, FM, AM, and phono. So we're going to go over to FM stereo.
Apply for credit-free approval at billionauto.com. All applications
And
accepted.
you can
Not
see
all. You can also tear old white. You're listening?
And fit everywhere you watch.
so it picks up stations quite well. Even this is AM.
Tractor, your locally owned John Deere. Good idea.
So it picks up stations really good. It picks up stations really good on FM. I'm in a basement. I have nothing connected to the antenna, so AM it picks up fairly good. FM it picks up really good, so it does a good job, even with no external antenna hooked to it. The other controls here, you've got just your balance control, bass, treble, loudness. And these only work when you have the speakers hooked up directly to this unit. So if you're hooking up output like I do to an amplifier, a separate amplifier, these don't do anything. So you just control everything through your integrated amplifier. But if you do hook up speakers directly, then these do all function fine. You got your headphone and your just your high frequency filter here. So it's pretty simple, pretty basic. And then you got your 8-track tape player over here, and some indicators for which track you're on, and then your track selection button there. So there's the radio, that works fine. I'm just gonna plug this in, and I'll show you the 8-track tape function. And we're gonna switch over to tape.
Tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor, richman, poorman, plowboy, nobody heard him at all. They said if he freezels in tenderly, nobody. James Westerfer, Robin got up. Nobody, my dog.
So that's your 8-track tape player functioning. That works just fine. There's no record function, just playback only. I had to replace the belt in this unit and clean the heads because the belt was totally demolished and dry rotted over the years. And then we come to the record changer. So this unit can play multiple records. So if you can load this up with, I think, up to 5 records. I haven't tried up to 5, but I'll show you a couple, and it actually does function where the records sit on this pedestal, and then they drop down once that one side is fully played through, and it drops down the next one, plays it through. So it's kind of cool that way. The mechanics are working, although they're not always ultra precise. I've had it where it does drop down 2 records. So I think you just have to be careful when you set the records down on here that you set them down nice and level, and then they do drop down correctly. So I'm gonna put some records on here. Just gonna set them down. So those set on there, and then you bring this arm over. Okay, I got some of the dust off. It's still pretty dirty, but we're gonna run it through anyway. Here is how this functions. So it's in stop mode right now. I'm just gonna push it down to start, and you'll see the platter start to turn. Then I'm gonna put it down to auto, and it should drop one of the records down. There we go. And then it'll play that album. And well, that's playing fine. What's cool too is once it gets to the end, and I'll try and show you here. I'm just going to lift it up. And then we're going to slide this over to the end. And then we're going to drop it down. See, once it gets to the end, it drops the next album down. And then it knows there's another one there, and it plays that. So it's fully automatic. And then when you want it to stop, you can just pull this lever down to auto. It will lift the arm up and place it back in the cradle and lock it in place. So yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, they called this unit the Wedge because it had this angled shape to it. They had a whole line of them that were designed that way. This unit's fairly big. It's 19.5 wide by 16 deep by 10.25 high inches. And yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to show you how this thing works and some of the general functions of it. It's pretty straightforward. And I think they were made around 1977. I can't remember if I mentioned that already. It's when they first came out with this one, this particular model. So, alright, well, that's all I had for this one. Thank you for watching.